pretty good, you know. Hot, but pretty good.
When you get pads on, I know you guys aren't full pads yet, but does it feel a little bit more like football when you get those shoulder pads on and get things around a little bit?
Most definitely. It definitely brings that feeling back we've been waiting for. So, you know, but we still not, you know, full pads yet, but, you know, just having tops on, it brings that feeling back. It feels good. We've been waiting a long time to, you know, get back at it. So.
What's it like having a guy like Montel Harris?
Hey, how you doing, man?
It's good, like, you know, push each other. You know what I'm saying? He's a good player. Like, it's always good to have a good player playing next to you, just like how I played next to Bernard last year, you know. It just feels good, you know, knowing that either or, you know, you could use either or, win or whenever, you know.
Does it help that you've been used to that? Because I guess some guys don't know how to handle that, like they're really ticked off. I thought I was the man, but that's always been the case for you the past 3 years. You kind of just roll with it and you've put up great numbers. So it's just kind of like, all right, I'm used to it.
Yeah, I mean, well, whatever it is, whatever coach wants to do, you know. I mean, it's his team, you know, so we play accordingly. So it's whatever he wants to do.
How much further along do you feel as a player? Because last year, you know, Steve sat you out. And you weren't sure where you stood with him for a while. A year later, how much different do you feel as a football player and a person as opposed to where you were at this time last year?
You know, came a long way. You know, me and Coach Dodger, we had a great relationship. You know, we could talk about anything. So, as opposed to last year, whereas though at the beginning of the year, you know, it wasn't like that. So, you know, it just feels good. You know.
All the guys talk about you as being maybe the most competitive guy on the team. You're always, even when you're off the field, barking at somebody, cracking people up. But where does that come from? Were you just like that as a kid growing up?
Yeah, you know, just, I don't know, my family members, I had a lot of family members, a lot of brothers and sisters. So, you know, just different personalities you take from different people.
Well, when you're in a big family, do you have like that scrappy mentality when you have a bunch of brothers?
Oh yeah,
and
most
sisters?
definitely.
I gotta make my voice heard and be noticed.
Yeah, most definitely. That's how my brother is to me. You know, that's how all my older brothers are to me. And you know, my younger brothers are like that when when they're with their friends. So, you know, I think it just kind of rubs off.
You guys, obviously, one of your fellow running backs lost a brother this week. How tough has that been as a team and a family to deal with that?
You know what I mean? It's just hard. I mean, how would you feel if you lost your brother, you know?
Have you had a chance to talk to Spencer? Or?
Nah, not yet. You know, I sent him a text message. Because, you know, it's like my bro. You know what I'm saying? He's my fellow running back. And I got a lot of love for Spencer, so, you know, we communicate.
How much do you enjoy the part of the return game and special teams?
I love special teams. That's my life. You know, because at the next level, I know they would want me to be on some type of special team. So I'm trying to take full advantage of that now. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Anything they put me on, I do better than the next guy. So.
Have they talked to you about? I mean, because obviously you're going to be taking more of the offensive, running the ball load this year. I mean, are you going to be doing all the special teams things you did a year ago, or do you think that's been decided yet?
I don't even think it's been decided yet, but I'm ready for whatever they throw at me. And of course, I want as much as possible. I want my plate full, you know what I'm saying? So the more they give me, the better. That's what I'm looking for.
You're going to get in their ear about that? Just tell them.
Most definitely. I'll definitely be in coach's ear about that.
Now, you've been really adorable throughout your career. I mean, how do you? I know part of it just involves being a little lucky, but beyond that, like in terms of mental toughness and stuff, how do you do it? Because it's not easy in sport like this.
I mean, I think it's about your mindset, and it's also about your heart. Like, if it's not in your heart, then, you know, if you weren't brought up like that, if you're not cut from a certain cloth, then maybe it's just not in you to begin with, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, my father put that in me. Like, my brothers, you know, they beat me up when I was little, you know what I mean? So, I don't know, I've always had a tough kind of mentality. Like, if I get hurt, I feel like it's just, like, I don't even want to, say it, but I just feel like it's not right to leave your team because you have injury. Like, that's selfish. Unless, you know, you really can't can't go. But other than that, like, suck it up, be a man. Like, this is the game. This is what the game's for. You know what I'm saying? It's football. It's not basketball. It's not baseball. You know what I'm saying? So it's a part of the game. Like, I think that wouldn't be football if it wasn't a part of the game. You know, I like to play through pain. It makes me feel more of a man. You know? So.
We were here back in the spring. We were talking to Paul Palmer, and he was talking about the types of problems that you present as a smaller back, because he said sometimes a defensive back or anybody isn't really going to know what angle to take on you, or sometimes you could almost literally hide behind a guard or a tackle.
Yeah,
do you think you present some challenges? Because everybody, your whole life, oh, maybe he's too short, maybe he's too short, but here you are. But does that almost work to your advantage sometimes as a ball carrier?
Yeah, I think sometimes it does. You know, there's advantages and disadvantages. A lot of times, the linebackers or the safeties or whoever, they don't really see me because the linemen are huge. So, you know, and when you're running the ball, you have a tendency to get a little lower than how your normal height. So, yeah, I think that definitely plays a big part in it. But and also just everybody telling you that, oh, he's small, he can't do it. There's more motivation. Like, what? I can't do it. Watch me do it. You know what I'm saying? So,
set any goals for yourself, 1,000 yards, anything like that?
I'm gonna just maximize everything I get. If it's a play, if it's open, I'm supposed to score, then I better score. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily a stat thing, or you know what I'm saying, but I want to make the most out of every single rep. If Percy Harvin could have scored on that play, I want to score on that play. You know what I'm saying? So I just maximize my potential.
Is there another, I know it's early, but is there another Matt Brown on this team? It doesn't even have to be a running back, but a guy who comes in and has the type of energy that you have, the type of just day in and day out kind of burst where they're just really, really competitive. Anybody you see on this team, you say, that guy reminds me a little bit of me.
I like Montel, and I like Khalif Herbert. I really like Khalif Herbert.
Oh, you guys, the same dynamic athlete, a little bit of a shorter guy.
He's more humble. You know, he's a little more humble than me. You know what I'm saying? He listens, and I really like him. You know? I think he's going to be special.